Welcome back to the Family Records. It's Friday, March 3rd, a beautiful sunny day outside, although it's supposed to snowstorm tonight like crazy and turn colder. We'll see what happens. But for now, it's time for the record of the day. And today's record is Electric Light Orchestra, a new world record. Let's give it a listen. I kind of gave you a hard time in high school, and I did some things that I thought were funny at the time, but now I realize were just mean and stupid. Electric Light Orchestra, New World Record. I really thought on this album that, first of all, I knew this album and I saw a telephone line, so I knew right away. I'm like, yeah, that's a great song. Immediately thought of Billy Madison, which I hope I did a good version of that. Yeah, it's an amazing man. The nostalgia on this album was crazy. So many memories, definitely like so many tracks came back to me that I didn't remember, and I had just incredible feelings for. This record has affected me like the strongest of all the ones that I've looked at so far, and yeah, it's an incredible piece of work by Jeff Lynne, pretty much exclusively. From what I can read in the back here. Yeah, I talked to G about it, and he told me an interesting fact about a new world record by Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, is it marked a turning point for the band in terms of commercial success. Released in 1976, it was their sixth studio album, and it was a critical and commercial success, reaching top 10 on both sides of the Atlantic. So obviously just huge appeal, which I can completely see on this album. On the first side, at the end of the vinyl, it just puts it on a loop like I leave it on now. And on the first side, he's designed something so there was like an extra sound on it. Unbelievable album, for sure my favorite of all the ones I've looked at so far. And I picked out some pretty good ones, actually, completely randomly. But yeah, ELO, loved it. Jeff Lynne, incredible work on this album. I think there's a bunch more in there, so I'm excited to find some more. But with that said, like I said, I thought Telephone Line was going to be my favorite track on this as soon as it started playing. It just, like I said, the Billy Madison hits and the nostalgia hits in general, this album was listened to a good amount when I was growing up, that I recall anyway. And it definitely one that I never was upset about it being put on. But actually, as we got to the second side of the album, a bunch of great songs in a row, Living Thing and Above the Clouds are both great. And Above the Clouds specifically, when I was listening to that, some of the orchestra parts on that, just James Bond vibes. Like I really, especially at the end of the track too, I was like, wow, yeah, this could 100% be part of a James Bond film. The track Do Ya, the guitar coming in, incredible. That whole track just resonated with me in a huge way. And that was definitely my favorite on this album. But I'd love to know your favorite track on the album, your favorite ELO album, other albums in there that you hope that I'm going to find. I saw some comments about that. With all that said, leave your comments, leave your likes. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps me a ton. And I'll be back with another record.